Good morning, students. In the previous classes, we were discussing about the long-term source of finance. Mainly, there are two sources of long-term fund. They are traditional source and the innovative sources. Again, traditional source is classified into two: external source and internal source. The external source includes equity shares, preference shares, debentures, long-term loans from the banks and other financial institutions, etc. The internal source includes capitalization of profit, depreciation, then retained earnings. Today we are discussing about retained earnings or plowing back of profit. A company can raise finance only through external source such as shares, debentures, loans, public deposit, etc. However, an existing concern which needs finance for its future growth and the expansion can also generate finance through its internal source. Then meaning of retained earnings or plowing back of profits. The plowing back of profit is a technique of financial management under which all profits of a company are not distributed among the shareholders as dividend, but a part of the profit is retained or reinvested in the company. This process of retaining profits year after year and their utilization in the business is known as plowing back of profits. This phenomenon is also known as self-financing, internal financing or inter-financing. Under this method, a part of the total profit is transferred to various reserves such as general reserve, replacement fund, reserve for repairs, etc. Sometimes secret reserve are also created without the knowledge of the shareholders. From all the practices of financial management, this system of plowing back of profit is considered desirable as it helps in the financial and economic stabilization of the concern. The next, necessity of creating retained earnings or plowing back of profits. The need for reinvestment of retained earnings or plowing back of profit arises for the following purpose. First one, for the replacement of old assets which have become obsolete. Then for the expansion and growth of the business. Then for contributing towards the fixed as well as working capital needs of the company. For improving the efficiency of the plant and equipments. For making companies self-dependent of finance from outside sources. Then for redemption of loans and debenture. Then, what are the factors influencing the investment of profit or plowing back of profits? The tools of plowing back of profit can be successfully employed only by those concerns which have stable earnings. Further, there are a number of factors that influencing the reinvestment of profit or plowing back of profit in an organization. They are, first one, earning capacity. Plowing back of profit depends largely upon the earning capacity of the organization. If a concern does not earn sufficiently, there is no possibility of plowing back of profits. Usually, greater is the earning capacity, larger is the possibility of plowing back of profits. Next one, desire and type of shareholders. The policy of plowing back of profit is also affected by desire and type of its shareholders. If shareholders largely belong to the class of retired persons, widows or other economically weaker persons, they may desire maximum distribution of profit as dividend. On the other hand, a wealthy investor may not mind if the company retain a portion of the profit for the future developments. Third one, future financial requirement. Future financial requirement of the company may also affect the policy of retained earnings. If a company has highly profitable investment opportunity for future development, it may plow back its profit more successfully. Then dividend policy. The reinvestment of profit depends to a great extent upon the dividend policy of the organization. If a company desires to plow back profit, it cannot allow a policy of very high dividend payout. Last one, taxation policy. The taxation policy of the government also affects the reinvestment of profit. A high or low rate of business taxation affects the net earnings of the company and thereby its reinvestment policy. Then we are discussing about merits of plowing back of profits. Plowing back of profit provides a number of advantages to the company, shareholders and the society at large. Firstly, we are discussing the advantages of plowing back of profit to the company. First one, a cushion to absorb the shocks of economy. Plowing back of profit act as a cushion to absorb the shock of economy and business, such as depression for the company. A company with large reserve can withstand the shock of trade cycle and uncertainty of the market with comfort, preparedness and economy. Next one, economical method of financing. It is very economical method of financing because the company does not depend upon the outsiders for raising funds required for expansion, modernization or growth. Third one, aids in smooth and undisturbed running of the business. It adds to the strength and stability of the company and aids it in smooth and undisturbed running of the business. Next one, helps on following stable dividend policy. Plowing back of profit enables a company to follow a stable dividend policy. Stability of dividend simply refers to the payment of dividend regularly, and a company with plowed back its profit can easily pay stable dividend even in the years when there is no sufficient profits. Next, flexible financial structure. It allows the financial structure to remain completely flexible, as the company need not raise loans for the further requirement if it plow back its profits. This further adds to the credit worthiness of the company. Next one, makes the company self-dependent or no dependence on the fair weather fronts. Plowing back of profits make the company self-dependent and it has not to depend upon outsiders such as banks, financial institutions, public deposits, etc. Next one, helps in making good the deficiencies of depreciation, bad debt, etc. Companies with retained earnings can make good the deficiencies in the provisions of depreciation, bad and doubtful debt, etc. Last one, enable to redeem long-term liabilities. It enables the companies to redeem certain long-term liabilities such as debentures and thus relieves the companies from the burden of fixed interest commitments. Then next one, advantages of plowing back of profit to the shareholders. First one, increase in the value of shares. Plowing back of profit enable a company to adopt a stable dividend policy. Payment of stable dividend earns a good name for the company and the value of its shares goes up and up in the markets. Second one, safety of investment. Retained earnings provides to the investors an assurance of a minimum rate of dividend. It renders safety to their investment in the company as the company can withstand the shocks of trade cycle and uncertainty of the financial markets. Third one, enhanced earning capacity. With the reinvestment of profit in the business, the earning capacity of the concern is enhanced and the shareholders who are the real owners of the company are benefited. Next, no dilution of control. Due to the plowing back of profit, the company need not issue new shares for the future requirement of the capital. This enables the existing shareholders to retain their control. Last one, evasion of super tax. Plowing back of profit provides an opportunity for evasion of super tax in a company where the number of shareholders is small. Next, advantages of retained earnings to the society at large. First one, increase the rate of capital formation. The policy of retained earnings increases the rate of capital formation and thus indirectly promotes the economic development of the nation as a whole. Second one, stimulates industrialization. It stimulates industrialization of the country, providing self-finance. The society as a whole is benefited by rapid industrialization. Third one, increases productivity. As plowing back of profit act as very economical method of financing for modernization and rationalization. It increases the industrial productivity of the nation. Next one, decreases the rate of industrial failure. Retained earnings add to the strength and stability of the business enterprises, which are indispensable for the smooth and undisturbed running of the business. Thus, it helps to reduce the rate of industrial failure. Last one, higher standard of living. Plowing back of profit as the most economic method of financing, increasing productivity, facilitate greater and better and cheaper production of goods and services. The cost of the goods is decreased. The consumer stand to gain in the form of better quality goods at a reduced price. With the stability and smooth running of the business, the employees also gain by way of security of their job and increased remuneration. Hence, the society at large is benefited by an increased standard of living. These are the different advantages of retained earnings. Then last topic, limitation of plowing back of profit. Although plowing back of profit offers a number of advantages, it is not free from disadvantages. The important disadvantages of retained earnings are: first one, overcapitalization. Overcapitalization means more capital than actually required. Excessive plowing back of profit may lead to overcapitalization, and the earnings of the company may not be sufficient to maintain normal rate of return on capital employed by it. Second one, creation of monopolies. Continuous reinvestment of earnings may lead to company to grow into monopoly with all evils. The company may expand to such limit that it become uncontrollable. Third one, depriving the freedom of the investors. The policy of plowing back of profit limits the amount of dividend payable to the shareholders, and this may frustrate the shareholders as they are deprived of the freedom to invest their earnings in better securities. Then misuse of retained earnings. Management may not utilize the retained earnings to the advantage of the shareholders at large, as they have the tendency to misuse the retained earnings by investing them in the unprofitable ones. Manipulations in the value of shares. Certain directors having vested interest may speculate in the shares by manipulating dividends. By paying lower dividends in the name of plowing back of profit, such management achieve their goal to purchase shares at reduced prices. Then evasion of taxes. Certain companies retain earnings with a view to evade super profit tax. Such evasion of tax reduces the revenue of the government, and it is detrimental to the interest of the nation as a whole. Last one, dissatisfaction among the shareholders. Excessive retention of profit create dissatisfaction among the shareholders. All these are the limitation or danger of plowing back of profits. Okay, today we are discussing about meaning of retained earnings and the necessity of retained earnings, advantages of retained earnings, factors affecting the retained earnings, and finally the limitations or danger of retained earnings. Thank you.